U.S. data distrust. $2 trillion Treasuries market faces enormous risk. Imagine a world where a staggering $2 trillion market built on the bedrock of U.S. inflation data teeters on the edge of collapse due to a growing distrust in the very statistics that govern it. This isn't science fiction. It's a very real concern voiced by bond investors today. The catalyst for this potential crisis? A highly controversial decision by former President Donald Trump to fire Erika McEntarfer, the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, after a less than impressive jobs report. Trump's claim that the data was rigged sent shockwaves through the financial community, igniting fears that the erosion of trust in government data could have far-reaching consequences. Investors are now on high alert, recognizing that the politicization of the BLS could be the first domino to fall in a chain reaction that threatens the stability of the Treasuries market. But here's where it gets controversial. Some experts argue that this isn't just about one administration's actions. It's about the broader implications of data integrity and the role of politics in shaping economic narratives. And this is the part most people miss. How do we ensure that the data we rely on to make critical investment decisions remains untainted by political influence? As the debate rages on, it's clear that the future of the $2 trillion securities market linked to U.S. inflation data hangs in the balance. What do you think? Is this a legitimate concern? Or is it overblown? Can we still trust the monthly jobs report? Can you really trust the numbers that shape our economy? Here's a shocker. A person who used to oversee America's jobs reports says political pressure is now threatening to undermine the official statistics we all rely on. Since returning to office, President Trump has been applying heat on economic data and the agencies responsible for it. His controversial move to fire the leader of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, after a disappointing jobs report has sparked fierce debate. Was this a political attack or legitimate accountability? Either way, many now question whether the government's economic figures remain independent and trustworthy. As we revisit our conversation with former BLS Commissioner Erika McEntarfer, she reveals her growing concerns about the politicization of key data. The situation raises a critical question. When politicians influence the collection and presentation of statistics, can we still treat them as objective facts? Imagine if your bank account suddenly listed the "you want to see" balance instead of your true finances. That's what some fear could happen with government statistics. While the BLS has historically maintained independence, recent events have shaken confidence. A weak jobs report became a lightning rod for criticism, leading to leadership changes and fueling speculation about potential interference. Current situation: BLS commissioner recently removed following disappointing report. Former officials warn of intensified political pressure. Public begins questioning accuracy of economic data. The conversation hits a raw nerve. Should economic data be a sacred cow protected from political influences, or does leadership have the right to demand accountability? Here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that occasional course corrections are necessary, while others see this as crossing a dangerous line into manipulation. Groshen's perspective. As someone who's been in the trenches, I'm deeply worried about the long-term consequences of politicizing statistics. Her concerns include 1. Erosion of public trust in official reports. 2. Potential pressure on data compilers to massage numbers. 3. Risks to accurate policymaking. But here's the thing. Even the most objective statistics require human judgment. Determining unemployment rates involves complex decisions about what counts as employed or how to account for seasonal hiring patterns. Could political agendas influence these methodological choices? Let's not forget the bigger picture. If businesses, investors, and voters lose faith in government data, it could create ripple effects throughout the economy. We rely on these numbers to make informed decisions, from investing in the stock market to setting government budgets. So what can we do? As citizens and professionals, we need to demand transparency about how data is collected and reported. At the same time, we should recognize that no system is entirely immune to human influence. Question for you. Should any administration have power to influence economic data collection, or should this process remain completely insulated from political changes? Where do you draw the line between appropriate oversight and dangerous interference? Stay informed by downloading this episode and exploring our companion reports about the role of the BLS and trust in economic experts. Your perspectives matter. What's your take on this critical issue?